My sister-in-law did something terrible to my wedding dress. She cut it with scissors, and I was in shock. I recorded her secretly and showed the video to my husband, but he didn't do anything and sided with her. In my anger, I played the recording on a big screen at the wedding. She got really mad and slapped me. I decided to get back at her by throwing her out of the wedding. My name is Amelia, and I want to share my story, a story about love, betrayal, and finding strength. It all started in Dallas, Texas, where I was a 30-year-old office worker trying to find excitement in my life. I never thought that joining a gym would change everything for me. One sunny morning, I walked into Liam's gym for the first time. I felt nervous because I wasn't athletic, and everyone looked so fit, but I was determined to get healthier. I didn't know that I would meet Liam, the gym owner, who would become my true love. Liam was 32, very passionate about fitness, and had a charming personality. He had dark hair and warm brown eyes, and his smile was bright. On my first day, I struggled through my workout, and Liam noticed me. "Hey there, is this your first time?" he asked kindly. I nodded, feeling a little out of breath. "Yeah, I'm just trying to get started. I can show you some basic exercises if you want," he offered, and I felt a wave of relief. Over the next year, Liam became my personal trainer. He helped me with workouts and cheered me on as I got stronger. My feelings for him grew too. He was always supportive, friendly, and easy to talk to. One day, after a tough workout, Liam told me, "You've made great progress, Amelia. I'm proud of you." "Thanks, Liam. I couldn't have done it without you," I replied, feeling grateful. That day, we shared a special look that changed everything. We went for coffee afterward, and I learned more about his life. He talked about his dreams for his gym and his love for fitness, while I shared my job and my hopes. It felt like we had known each other forever. As we became closer, we started dating. Liam was no longer just my trainer. He was my partner. We enjoyed time together, laughed, and explored the city. I was truly happy. But there was one problem: Liam's younger sister, Sophia. She was 28, beautiful, and charming, but also very controlling. She always thought Liam should marry someone wealthy and didn't believe I was good enough. The tension between us was obvious. Sophia often dropped by unannounced, usually at the worst times, reminding me of my flaws. One evening, while Liam and I were having a quiet dinner, the doorbell rang. "Amelia, can you get that?" Liam asked. "Sure," I replied, feeling anxious as I opened the door to find Sophia with her arms crossed, looking disapproving. "Hi, Liam. I hope I'm not interrupting anything," she said with a fake smile. Liam looked at me apologetically. "Sophia, maybe you could give us some privacy?" "Oh, don't mind me. I just wanted to check on my brother," she said, walking in without waiting for an invitation. I felt nervous as she settled on the couch, judging me. She started talking about her charity plans and telling Liam he should be meeting more important people. "Honestly, Liam, you need to connect with higher profile people. You run a gym now. You should be in those circles," she said, sounding superior. I tried to stay calm, but her words hurt. "I value real connections," Liam replied, sounding irritated. "Amelia and I are happy, and that's what matters." Sophia rolled her eyes. "Sure, but you could do better." Her words lingered in the air, heavy and uncomfortable. I glanced at Liam, who looked frustrated too. After a bit more back and forth, Sophia finally left, but I could feel the damage was done. "Sorry you had to deal with that," Liam said, hugging me. "I'll talk to her." "No, please don't," I said quickly. "I don't want more drama. I just want to focus on us." But deep down, I was worried. I wanted to be accepted by Liam's family, but Sophia made it hard. As our wedding day got closer, I felt anxious about Sophia's behavior. Liam reassured me. "I'll handle Sophia. I promise. Don't let her bother you." I wanted to trust him, but I couldn't shake my worries. What if she tried to ruin our day? I had no idea how right I was. Finally, my wedding day arrived, and I was so excited. I had spent months planning every detail, imagining walking down the aisle to Liam. Nothing could spoil our love. I was determined to enjoy this day. The ceremony was held in a lovely little chapel in Dallas, decorated with white flowers and sparkling lights. I was nervous as I put on my wedding dress, which made me feel like a princess. My best friend, Julia, helped me get ready. You look amazing, Amelia, she said as she fixed my veil. Liam will be blown away. Thanks, I just hope Sophia behaves, I said, feeling worried. Just ignore her. Today is about you and Liam, Julia reassured me. When I walked into the chapel, soft music filled the air. I took a deep breath and focused on the moment. When I saw Liam at the altar, my worries faded away. He looked handsome in his suit, and his eyes shone with love. The moment we looked at each other, it felt like the world disappeared. The ceremony was beautiful, full of laughter and promises of forever. But when I glanced at the audience, I saw Sophia scowling, arms crossed. I tried to ignore it. This was our special day, and I wouldn't let her ruin it. After the ceremony, we moved to the reception, a beautiful hall filled with flowers and lights. Guests laughed and mingled, and Liam and I danced happily. I felt like the luckiest woman in the world. Then everything changed. I had just stepped away to talk to friends when I saw Sophia near the bridal suite. My heart sank as I noticed she had something in her hand. I quietly approached the door to see what she was doing. To my horror, I found her holding scissors and cutting my wedding dress that was hanging nearby. No, what are you doing? I gasped, stepping into the room. Sophia looked shocked, and the scissors fell to the floor. Amelia, I was just fixing it, she stuttered, trying to act innocent. Fixing it? You're ruining it, I yelled, grabbing my phone to record what she was doing. I knew I had to prove this betrayal. Stay out of my life, Amelia, you don't belong here, she shot back, her voice filled with contempt. I was both shocked and furious. This is my wedding day, how could you do this? Before she could respond, I rushed out of the room, shaking with anger. I found Liam talking to guests and pulled him aside. Liam, you won't believe what Sophia just did, I said, out of breath. What happened? He asked, concerned. She was cutting my wedding dress, I exclaimed, showing him the video. His expression changed from confusion to anger. I can't believe this. I'm going to talk to her. No, please don't, I begged. Let's just focus on the wedding. But I could see the fire in Liam's eyes, and I knew this wasn't over. I needed to understand what Sophia was planning. Suddenly, the music stopped, and everyone fell silent as Sophia stepped up with a microphone. Can I have everyone's attention, please? She said, and my heart started racing. What was she about to do? Amelia, she began, her voice sweet but with a hint of something mean. I think everyone should know the truth about you. I looked at Liam, worried. What is she talking about? He whispered. Amelia may look like the perfect bride, Sophia continued, but I have something that might change how you see her. A chill ran through me. What could she say? Last week, I caught her trying to flirt with my boyfriend, Ethan, she declared, pointing at Ethan, who looked confused. Gasps echoed in the room. I felt heat rush to my face, mixing anger and embarrassment. That's a lie, I shouted, my voice shaking. Ethan and I have never flirted. You're just trying to ruin my wedding. Sophia smiled, clearly enjoying the drama. Oh really? Then what do you call this? She pulled out her phone and started playing a video. I recognized it right away. It showed me talking to Ethan at the gym. We were discussing fitness goals and laughing. But it was innocent. Sophia had edited the video to make it look like I was flirting. This is a recording of her trying to win him over. Looks pretty suspicious, doesn't it? Sophia said, sounding fake. The crowd murmured, and I felt their judging eyes on me. My heart raced. I was about to lose everything I had worked for. Everyone knows Ethan and I are meant to be together. Amelia is just trying to steal him from me. Sophia kept going, her lies becoming clearer. Liam stepped forward, his face filled with anger. This is ridiculous. Sophia, Amelia would never do something like that. You're ruining her wedding. Sophia's smile vanished, replaced by irritation. Oh please, Liam, wake up. Your wife is a fraud, and you're too in love to see it. Tears filled my eyes as I looked at Liam, hoping he would believe me. I didn't do anything wrong. Liam, you have to trust me. Sophia smirked, sensing the tension. You see, she's playing the victim. Just look at her. Before I could reply, Sophia lunged at me and slapped me hard across the face. The shock left me breathless, and gasps filled the room. Everything froze for a moment. Then, to my surprise, Liam stepped in front of me, his voice low and angry. That's enough. Sophia, you need to stop this. You are out of line. Sophia's eyes widened, realizing she had crossed a line. You're siding with her after everything I've done for you? Enough, Liam shouted, his voice ringing out in the now quiet hall. Amelia is my wife, and I won't let you treat her like this. You need to leave. I could hardly believe my ears. Was Liam really standing up for me against his sister? The air was thick with tension, and I felt a mix of relief and confusion. Sophia's face turned red with anger and embarrassment. You'll regret this, Liam, you'll see. With that, she stormed out of the reception, leaving everyone whispering behind her. The guests slowly started chatting again, but the atmosphere had changed. I felt exposed, standing in front of a crowd that just witnessed my humiliation. Liam turned to me, concern in his eyes. Are you okay? I think so, I said, my voice shaky, but deep down, I knew this wasn't over. I had to confront Sophia once and for all, and I was ready to reclaim my dignity. Little did I know, the real battle was just beginning, and I had a plan brewing in my mind to turn the tables on Sophia. After the chaos of the reception, Liam and I were still shaken by what had just happened. I could see the conflict in his eyes. Amelia, I'm so sorry you had to go through that. I never expected Sophia to take it this far, he said, pulling me into a hug. It's okay, I whispered, trying to calm my racing heart, but we can't let her get away with this. She needs to know there are consequences for her actions. As the evening wrapped up, we went back to our hotel room, still feeling the emotions of the day. I've been thinking, I said, my voice steady despite the chaos inside me. I want to confront Sophia once and for all. She needs to see the truth about what she did, and I want to expose her for who she really is. Liam looked unsure. Amelia, I don't want you to put yourself at risk. She can be unpredictable. I know, I replied firmly, but she can't keep controlling our lives. I need to stand up for myself, and for us. The next day, I gathered my courage to meet Sophia. I arranged to see her at a cafe, knowing she would want to talk about what happened. When I walked in, I saw her sitting at a corner table, looking angry and defiant. Amelia, she said, her voice full of disdain. What do you want? I wanted to talk, I started, trying to stay calm. What you did at the wedding was unacceptable. You can't just lie about me and expect no consequences. She rolled her eyes, unfazed. Oh please, you think you can come here and lecture me? You're just a nobody trying to marry my brother. I felt anger rise in me but pressed on. I have something that might change your mind about me. What are you talking about? She snapped, crossing her arms. I took out my phone and played the video I recorded of her cutting my wedding dress. The audio filled the cafe, and her eyes widened in disbelief as she heard her own voice. This isn't what you think, she stammered, but I could see panic rising in her eyes as other customers started to notice the scene. Oh really? Because it sounds like you were trying to sabotage my wedding, I replied, my heart racing as I watched her unravel. The cafe buzzed with whispers now. Sophia's face turned bright red, and she jumped up from her seat. You can't do this, she shouted, her voice shaking with rage. I just did, I said, feeling empowered. It's time for everyone to see the truth about you. As people approached Sophia, demanding explanations, her act fell apart. You'll regret this, Amelia. I'll ruin you, she screamed as she stormed out of the cafe, leaving shocked faces behind her. In that moment, I felt an overwhelming sense of relief. I had finally stood up for myself and exposed her for the controlling sister she had always been. The weight on my shoulders lifted, and I knew Liam and I could finally move forward without her looming over us. When I returned home, Liam was waiting with a worried look. Did it go well? He asked, searching my eyes. I smiled, feeling lighter than I had in weeks. It went better than I could have imagined. Sophia's true colors are finally out in the open. His expression softened with relief. I'm proud of you, Amelia. You handled it like a champ. As the days turned into weeks, I felt a newfound freedom. Sophia tried to contact me, but I ignored her calls, focusing on building my life with Liam. We moved to a new apartment far from the drama, where we could start fresh. In the end, I learned that standing up for myself was the most empowering thing I could do. I regained my dignity and happiness, and with Liam by my side, I was ready to face any challenges ahead together. Our love had survived the storm, and I knew we were stronger for it. Sophia may have tried to tear us apart, but in the end, it only brought Liam and me closer, and I was grateful for that. So, as I close this chapter of my life, I reflect on the lessons I learned about love, loyalty, and the strength it takes to stand up against betrayal. I may have been pushed to my limits, but I came out victorious, ready for whatever the future holds.